fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey guys, I hope you're all having a great day, and after 12 freaking seasons, it seems like Respawn has finally done it. And what I mean by finally did it is they finally made defensive and support characters not only part of the meta, but also balanced. We also have an absolutely massive Rampart buff coming next season, and as someone who already thinks Rampart is a decent legend, this is definitely gonna be freaking insane. And hold on, if you're about to flame me for thinking that Rampart is already a decent legend, please don't get mad. I'm saying she's a decent legend, but I didn't say she reached her full potential, because I do think she deserves another buff. However, I do think that a highly skilled Rampart player will still be able to use this legend to a pretty deadly extent. But that's not the topic of today's video, let's not get sidetracked here. The main thing is that over the course of the 12 seasons in Apex, we've seen massive changes to recon, support, and defensive legends overall, with recon legends like Bloodhound getting massive buffs, making them more popular and really throwing them into the meta, and of course defensive legends like Gibraltar gained a ton of power as well over the seasons compared to what he was at the beginning of the game. I mean, when Apex first launched, Gibraltar was probably the worst legend possible, so for those veteran players out there, you probably know what I'm talking about. The difference is absolutely astronomical. But the best part is, Respawn is doing a good job of not making defensive or support legends too overpowered either, and I think one of the best examples of this is with Caustic. I mean, his gas is super annoying to fight in, and especially at his current state, I'd say Caustic is actually surprisingly balanced. Despite his gas traps being shootable, the gas still lingers for a while, and you do have to expend a ton of ammo to shoot out his gas traps. Honestly, I'd say Caustic is in a decent position, but the same thing applies to some other legends as well. Loba got massive changes not only to her black market, but also her bracelet, making her a much more powerful legend, and now I'd say she fits into the game perfectly. There really isn't a lot of adjustments that need to be made here. Respawn did a pretty freaking good job. And now with the introduction of this huge Rampart buff coming up very soon, well, I think you see what I'm talking about here. All the defensive and support legends have reached a point where they're not too powerful and they're not too weak. And while the pick rates for some of these legends might be low, I highly doubt it's related to their power level. I mean, take for example Gibraltar. He's used in basically every team in competitive, yet in casual matches, he's barely picked. The same thing goes for Rampart. Even after her massive buff in Season 13, she is going to get a burst of popularity, but she's probably still not going to be able to reach the upper half of the pick rates. And that's simply because they're less fun to play. Legends like Pathfinder and Octane are most definitely going to be more fun to play than a legend like Gibraltar or Rampart, especially since movement is such a big factor in Apex. Well, it makes sense that defensive and supportive legends aren't as popular. Honestly, overall, the legends in Apex are becoming very balanced, and you can even see this in the patch notes, and especially over the past few seasons, every time we get a new season and new patch notes come out, we can see there's barely any legend changes now. Perhaps it'll only be focused on one or two legends, and that's about it. And that's because the legends in Apex are really reaching a state where they're all very balanced and they all work with each other very well. So yeah, I'm very happy that defensive and supportive legends are finally getting their place in the meta, and I'm very happy that Respawn is continuing to balance them in a way that does give them more power, but also not make them overpowered as well. But let me know what you think. Do you think Respawn is doing a good job with balancing the legends, or do you think some other changes need to be made until all of these legends are in their rightful places? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope this made your day just a little bit better. And of course, as always guys, stay safe, and I'll see ya in the next one. Peace out.